So let's look at what problem does buyer enablement solve? Why do we even need it? Why don't we just train our salespeople to sell better? Well, the reality is that your buyers spend very little of their buying process with your sales teams. In fact, Gartner suggests that it's as little as 17% of the time of a buying process that buyers spend with vendors. And if you were to assume that the buyer has got 3 companies in their shortlist, that means that they're spending around 5% of their overall buying process in front of your sales teams. So the question is, what are they doing if they're not in front of sellers? Well, about 50% of that time is independent research. So that is either researching independently online as part of private Slack communities and networking groups, or it's offline by going to roundtables, breakfast briefings, trade shows, and speaking to other peers at networking events. So 50% is about researching. Another 22% is meeting internally with their buying group, collaborating on their decisions, their research, and what they're planning to do next. And the rest, which is around 16%, is other items, other parts of their buying process. So why is this important to you, and why is it critical that you've got buyer enablement tools? Well, you can train your salespeople all you want, but they're only going to be interacting with your buyers for maybe 5 or 6% of the buyer's buying process. So we've got to think about how we can influence and support the buyer on their journey when we are not in the room. And this is where your buyer enablement tools come in. As we think through the different stages of a buyer's process, from problem identification through to exploring what possible solutions they've got, through to supplier selection, and then gaining consensus around a decision, they need help through that process, and they need help without your salespeople being involved. So providing valuable buyer enablement tools that support them through this can have you on their radar well before they pick up the phone or respond to that eager SDR's email.